dying a slow death under the rubble, all with my tax money. Hospitals bombed, mosques bombed, NGO schools bombed, journalists murdered, doctors murdered, all with my tax money. Counsellors had the blood of children on their hands, all with my tax money. You are servants of the people, paid for by the people, so listen to the people. Stop the prima facie genocide now!
That's the equivalent of 1/3 of all the under-16s in Camden dead. And that was as far as I got. Okay, thanks for coming.
Rame, Palestinian!
I told them that 1 in 5 people who live in Camden are Muslims. And as a part Palestinian, Arab, Muslim woman, I do not feel represented. I'm devastated and disappointed in the council for not calling for an immediate ceasefire now. Yes. I also told them that Arabic is the 3rd most common language spoken in Camden. So we don't need captions to translate to us the woman's sorrow after losing 9 of her children on Christmas Eve, or the boy, the Palestinian boy, who was on his father's corpse telling him, I miss you, you were just next to me, you told me you love me, I love you too, I swear. We don't need that translated. And we are being left voiceless, and they need to speak up because they are here to represent us. And all we want right now is a ceasefire now! 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 Ceasefire now!
My name is Les. I wear many pro-Palestine hats, including the Jewish Network for Palestine and the British Committee for the Universities of Palestine, which is promoting the academic boycott, well, since 2005, and now the Camden Alliance for Palestine. We held this protest just before the meeting of Camden Council to demand that they pass a motion supporting our demand for ceasefire. And we've been demanding this for several weeks. There's only one councillor who agreed to sponsor such a motion. That's because we only have one Green Party councillor, and the Green Party has supported that demand from the start in October. So we've been trying to find at least a second councillor, because the rules require 2 to have a motion on the agenda. And through our pressure and conversations with some Labour councillors, they confided that they support a ceasefire, and one of them even said, okay, I will be the sponsor, but of course she was immediately threatened with losing the whip, for sure never again being a candidate of the Labour Party, because that's how at least this Labour Party in Camden operates, ruthlessly to suppress all dissent. So she backed out, and so it's still not on the agenda. What was on the agenda was hate crime, among other things. Sounds ironic, right? Because we're dealing with a genocide based on large-scale hate crime, but that wasn't on the agenda. So many of us went inside the meeting before it started with Palestinian flags, some without, and displayed the flags. They were thrown out. Others somehow managed to stay in the meeting despite the stewards trying to throw them out. And they were chanting throughout the meeting, and that really unnerved the councillors. We could see that by watching the meeting online. Councillors speaking at the meeting were visibly shaken, but not shaken enough. We'll have to shake them even more, put them under even more pressure, and say to them in more ways that if you don't support a motion for a ceasefire, then you are supporting genocide, and you are colluding with your political party leaderships who support a genocide. Well, the positive outcome is that we managed to hold our ground inside the gallery, because some of us managed to stay there despite the efforts to throw us out. I mean, us in the collective sense, because I wasn't in there. And it really does matter that at least some councils, mainly Labour councils, have posted motions supporting our demand for ceasefire, because that helps to isolate the Labour Party leadership. It shows that the leadership support for genocide does not represent the entire party, and they'll have more and more opposition from within as well as from outside the party. It also gives encouragement to people in Palestine. I mean, they pay close attention to the political fights within the countries that are supporting the genocide. It's heartening for them to know that there's mass opposition and that it disrupts the political system of the pro-genocide countries. So it's for them as well as for us that we do this.